Okay, hello. Good evening. Hi, Sintong. Are you are you previously my student? Okay, because sorry, I couldn't recognize your name. So this is our Form 4 March week 1. Okay. By the way, this is an English class. Just as a reminder. Okay, so I don't know where's the rest. So it's just you for now. I hope you're okay. By the way, which branch are you from, If you don't mind letting me know. And I hope you have the notes. This is our Form 4 Chapter 1. Okay. Oh, you're from England, have I seen you before? have have I seen you before? I don't remember. Okay, trial class. I see. Okay. Hi, Tracy. Wow, it's a weird time seeing you here. But yes, this is our Form 4 class. Right, so this is your first class. I hope you're okay with it. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, okay, there's two of you now. I guess I can begin. This is our March week 1, by the way. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, just to let you know something, if you are taking general science, are you guys confirming taking general science already? Or you still haven't choose your stream yet? Because some of my students are like this lah. Okay, if you are confirming taking or still haven't choose is there a chance that you will go to sub science or pure science, or Joshing will be taking this science? Because if I don't know lah, maybe you will choose, you will change your stream lah, I don't know. Right. Anyway, just as a general review, okay, I'll let you guys know something. For general science, okay, it is not as difficult. Okay, of course, it's not as difficult as biophysics and chemistry. I would say if you can handle Form 3 and Form 2, Form 4 and Form 5 is the difficulty will almost be the same level. Okay, I'm sure you have, Form 2 and Form 3 science is not easy, right? Not too hard as well. So Form 4 and Form 5 science is also like that. But you will be spending a lot of time on accounts and especially economy. Economy is, I would say, quite technical. Okay, so don't think that science, accounts, and economy is not as hard as biophysics, chemistry. Okay, I would say it's more or less the same thing. Okay, anyway, so about our science, we will start with chapter 1. And let me just tell you this the front 4 chapters, right? I hate to say but the front 4 chapters, they are rubbish chapters. Okay, rubbish chapters. If you got your Form 4 notes ready, it's all 1, 2, and 3, it's all together. Why? Because it's very simple stuff. Okay, so first chapter, okay, what we are going to do today, we will learn about, lab equipment. We will learn about fire extinguisher. You might say, sir, I thought this one is in Form 1. Yes, you already learned this in Form 1. I don't know why you are learning it again. And then chapter 2, you will be learning about CPR. No idea why. And then chapter 3, this is the stupidest chapter because you'll be learning how to measure body temperature, heart rate, heart pressure, blood pressure, and yeah, not very useful chapters lah. Okay, but don't worry. Chapter 4 is when things starts to get a bit interesting. Chapter 4 is about pollution, which you have learned also. Our real challenge starts when it's in chapter 5. Chapter 5 is when we learn about genetic, right? That chapter is very interesting. Okay, chapter 5 is when I like to call it it's when real science starts. Because for now, it's still warming up. Good lah, because now you're having holiday, right? You're having another 3 weeks of holiday, right? So these 3 weeks, we will be, taking things very chill. Okay, we slowly get back to our mood, because right now if I teach you some technical stuff, you don't have mood to listen also, because you're on a holiday mood. Okay, so anyway, guys, if you have anything, please slow me down. Please slow me down. Please let me know. Sintong, if you have anything to ask, okay, please let me know in the chat. No problem. I will answer your question. Anyway, so let's talk about 1.1. Hope you guys have the notes. Hope you guys have the notes. Okay, so what is personal protective equipment? Okay, these are things to protect you. In short, we call it PPE. You know what is PPE? Oh, I haven't got the notes. Never mind. You just look at my screen. You won't miss a lot. Right. You know what is PPE? You know what is PPE? Back then before COVID, when I teach this chapter, nobody gives a shit. But now everyone know what is PPE because of COVID, right? When it was 2020, when COVID was at its peak. Remember? Sorry, I think it was 2021 when COVID was at its peak. Like what 10,000 everyday cases. This is all they talk about. Oh, PPE. China donated PPE to us. Remember? So if you are a medical officer or whatever, medical staff, when you are in the hospital, this is what you wear. Okay, PPE to protect yourself. Okay, I'm sure you're wearing your mask right now. I mean, I don't. Okay, I don't give a shit already. Who gives a shit about COVID anymore, right? So that's your PPE. So, personal protective equipment on a student and their function. Okay, this one, I'll just roughly talk about this lah. You already know what is this. Like number one, you know what are goggles, right? You know what are goggles, right? Okay, it's to protect your eyes. Okay, so that you don't get splashed by chemicals. Even if you wear specs like me, you still need a goggle. Okay, because of acid or alkaline. Right? But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I don't think your teacher this year will let you do anything dangerous. Okay, I mean, let's face it, throughout your secondary school, your teacher won't let you do anything. Because in Form 1, you from Form 1 to Form 3, I don't think you did many experiments. Your teachers just let you go into the lab and just let you touch some beaker and test you. Okay, done. So gong. We keep and then go back. Right, so you guys barely did any experiment. So I thought you need goggles. So this is a goggle. And then face mask. You know what is this? Your face mask. Guys, take note. Take note. When we talk about face mask, you have a few types of mask. You have the paper mask. Okay, you have the paper mask. Oh, sorry, not. Okay, yes, this one. Okay, the mask that you're wearing for COVID. This is your paper mask. Why are they showing me this? Okay, this is your paper mask. Right, this is your paper mask. This is only good for protecting droplets. You know, it's droplets. When you sneeze, you produce droplets, right? This is only good for droplets, right? If you want to protect yourself from dust, dust is smaller, much smaller. So if you are using a dust mask, this is what we call an N95 mask. This is even better, right? If you remember during the haze days, before COVID, every year, like I think it was like 2016 or 2017 when the haze is very serious, was very serious. You know, when Indonesia they burn forest. So this is the mask they ask you to wear. 3M preferably if you can buy 3M lah. And that was when the time you know some irresponsible people they will start selling this at a much higher price. This is a dust mask. So if you are in a workshop cutting wood, you know, when you cut wood, you produce flying dust, isn't it? This is what you wear. Paper mask has no use because that thing doesn't protect against dust. So this protects against dust. So if you're working in a cement factory, if you're working in any dusty environment in a construction, you need this mask. This is a N95. We call it dust mask. Okay, dust mask. Or even better, you can wear a gas mask. But this is very, very 夸张lah. Okay, very exaggerated. This is for poisonous gas, right? If let's say today we got attacked by North Korea and they release poison gas to us, this is what you wear, right? Guys, this is not cheap. Okay, if you buy a 3M gas mask, this is easily 400 to 500 ringgit. Okay, if they use tear gas or anything. So you see that two cartridge there, inside is activated carbon, is charcoal. Charcoal is very good in absorbing poison. So the thing needs to be changed one. Once you open this thing, it will expire in few months and you need to change the the cartridge here. So this is not cheap, right? This is the most effective one. But like I said, very 夸张 lah, okay, very, very exaggerated. You don't need this thing unless you are going into Chernobyl or something. Okay, you're going into or let's say you're painting. You know, if you work in a painting factory, you need to wear this because paint, paint has that smell, right? Paint when you paint your house, it has that paint smell, right? Or hey, this thing is a very powerful one. I used to have one of this, okay, because I used to paint my car myself. This thing is so strong, that even my mom is painting her nails. When you paint your nails, okay, like do you paint your nails? Okay, so if you paint your nails, the whole house will smell like nail polish, isn't it? You wear this thing, you won't smell anything. Langsung tara, no smell, right? If I fart in front of your face, you also won't smell anything. That's how powerful they are, right? But no need lah. This is like very, very 夸张 already lah. Okay, I've seen someone wear this to supermarket before during COVID. I was like, wow, need to be like that, man. maybe he's trying to show off lah that he's very rich. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, I agree. It looks cool. It looks cool. Like you're in a nuclear fallout or something. Okay, I watched too much movie already. Okay, anyway, so this is your face mask, and of course gloves. Lah. Okay, we use rubber gloves. Okay, and then lab coat. I don't think you need this, but when you go to college, you will need a lab coat. Hey, by the way, this thing is super hot one. Okay, this thing is super hot one. It protects just your clothes. Okay, so that you don't get chemical sprays. That's all. Okay, hot as shit because this is very thick. All right, hate wearing this because I used to did pure science. I used to do pure science in college. So this is a must. So that's your lab coat. This is to protect your clothing from damage. And of course, closed shoe, as long as you wear your school shoe, that's called closed shoe already. Any closed shoe will do. You don't need any special boots lah. Okay, closed shoe or safety shoe. This is to protect your feet from chemical spills or glass splinter, especially when you break any glass, so that you don't step on glass. Okay, please don't wear slippers. So these are your PPE lah. Okay, these are your PPE lah. Basic PPE. I mean, you don't need those scrubs. You know what are scrubs, right? Doctors, they wear that green color robe. That one no need lah. That one is for doctors only. Okay, so this is basic PPE for student. Student, right? You don't need to be very fancy. So these are some things you need. So will this thing ever come out in exam? Will this thing ever come out in exam? Yeah, first exam maybe. Year-end exam, maybe in objective, one question. You just tembak lah. Okay, even if you don't study, you also can do one lah. I don't call this tembak because this is like common sense. Okay, can so moving on. By the way, Xing Tong, are you from Guanghua? Are you from Guanghua? Because most of the okay, then why you come to English class? Time doesn't allow, is it? Because my if you need lah, okay, because my Mandarin class is in 8 p.m. Next time, okay, I mean next week if you want to join Mandarin class lah. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about laboratory PPE. Okay, so in your lab, you should see three things. Okay, these three things. I don't know whether you have seen this before. Do you have this in your lab, guys? In your school, do you have this? Okay, most of you. Oh, you do, huh? Wow, just your school got which one? This one or this one? Got difference one, Got difference one. Okay. By the way, what is this? What is this? Okay, let's look at the first one first. What is laminar flow cabinet? Okay, laminar means smooth. Smooth. Okay, what is smooth flow cabinet? Okay, this thing will draw air in. Okay, this thing will draw air in. Okay, or the flow one. Okay, this one lah. Okay, what is this for? Okay, what is microbiological? That means if you want to grow bacteria, 你要培育细菌 Okay, if you want to grow bacteria, you know what's a petri dish, right? Let's say you want to do research on COVID-19 vaccines. This is what you do. You see, this is a petri dish. Can you see the dots on it? Those are bacteria. So if you are trying to grow bacteria, you will do it inside here. Why? Because inside here is clean environment. How do they make it clean? they have air flowing in, and there's a filter here. There's a filter here. So the air they draw in is clean air. Because when you are doing anything to do with germs, anything to do with bacteria, your environment needs to be clean. You cannot just do it on a table, because if let's say you are studying on one kind of bacteria and you do it on some dirty table, the dirty table could have other bacteria and they will contaminate your result, 污染你的成绩，okay，你的后果。So that's why you have this thing called a laminar flow cabinet. This thing will filter your air, and when you draw air in, this thing will be clean. This is the 老牙 one lah. Okay, this is the cheap plug 老牙 one. If you see professional one, you see very pro one, very clean one. You see everything is clean there. But I mean, I don't think your school can afford this lah. This is like 10, 20,000. I don't think your school will do this thing. So there's a filter inside. Okay, it will clean your air to make sure the environment is clean. So this is mostly for biology. This is mostly for biology. So if you go into your biology lab, you will see this thing. That's a laminar flow cabinet. Right, the next one, bottom one, it looks the same, but it's different. This is for chemistry. Okay, for chemistry. And this thing is called a fume chamber. Fume is poisonous gas, 毒气. Okay, 毒气是 okay, poisonous gas. Okay, so this one is a bit different, because this just now the one is to filter air coming in, right? This is to draw air out. There are two very big fans up here. It will draw air and throw it out. How? This is for what leh? If you are doing an experiment, okay, let's say now you are doing an experiment. This thing, let's say they will produce chlorine gas. You know what is chlorine gas, right? This is very poisonous. So you're standing here, right? You're handling this thing, right? So they want to, this thing will stop this chlorine from coming out here, because you will die, so they have air up here. They will draw the air up and they will filter it, and then you have clean air going out. So just now is air coming in, clean air coming in. This is dirty air going out. So this is for chemistry. Whenever you are doing something poisonous, whenever you are doing something dangerous, you will use this thing. This is, okay, you know what is this like? This is like your, you know when your mom cooks, right? Above her stove, there's this thing called the kitchen hood. You know, your 油烟机. You guys have this? You guys have this? If you don't, please put one, and you must switch it on. You know why? Because when you cook, the most of the smoke coming out from food is burnt food, and it will cause cancer. You see, your 油烟, your cooking fumes, not only they will make your house dirty, they will also cause cancer. They will make your fans oily. They will make your bed sheet and your sofa smell like oil. So you have to use this. So this is the same thing, right? This fume chamber is the same thing. That's why this thing is very expensive, because it's industrial grade. They have very strong fan up here to ensure no poisonous gas comes out. This is to ensure everything is clean. Right, you see, used to carry out experiments that use substances which are volatile. Volatile means very easy to evaporate, 容易蒸发, like alcohol, right? Flammable, same thing lah, easy to burn. Poisonous, corrosive, or pungent. Pungent means smelly, right? You have to use this thing. Your teacher won't let you use one lah, because you won't be handling anything poisonous to begin with. Because your teacher is more scared than you, she won't let you handle anything. Okay, anyway, so next one. Okay lah, if you say your school don't have these two, I'm sure your school has this. Do you? This is called a safety shower. You do, this is called a safety shower. And do you know why is it yellow? It's not because they like the color yellow, it's because it's easy to see. When you splash yourself in the eyes or you splash something, it's easier for you to see where is it. So you can go there and you pull this handle, water will come out. This is to rinse away chemical spill. And usually at the middle here, there's an eye wash station. As the name says, this is to wash your eye. Nothing much to see. This is just like a shower. Okay, this is just like a shower. Right. Some of my students, they have this very cute question. Sir, why need to buy this thing? Why don't you just put a shower in the lab, man? You know, with the water heater. You know, why not just put a water heater in the lab? Okay, you see, water heater, the pressure is very small. This pressure is very big because they want to rinse the chemical away as fast as possible. All right. And your water heater is not yellow, is it? Right? So it's very hard to see. This is very visible, very easy to see. Why do you think they paint fire hydrant red color? You know, by the roadside you have water hydrant, right? Fire hydrant, right? Why is the thing red? Because easy for bomba to see, ma. So this is the same thing. Okay, nothing much to say lah. This chapter is very 无聊 one. Really super 无聊 one. Really got nothing much to learn. Okay, so guys, bear with me for these few weeks. I will try to get this over as fast as I can, right? Because I want to go as fast as possible to chapter 5. Right, anyway, let's look at 1.2 today. Let's learn about sampah. Let's learn about lapsap. Wow, sir, lapsap also got knowledge on me. Yes, you do. Lapsap also got types one. So let's look at waste substance. Okay, so we have generally, okay, for general waste, for general lab waste, okay, for general lab waste, that means your chemistry lab, physics lab, bio lab, whatever lab, you have general waste, right? So you have two types of general waste. So you have waste that can be disposed into the sink, you know, kitchen sink. Okay, guys, this part is common sense. There are something that you can throw into the sink, and there are something you cannot throw into the sink. Wow, so interesting. Okay, like I said, this is really 无聊 one. Okay, so let's look at what you can throw into the sink. Very common sense law. It must be liquid. Obviously, you cannot throw solid down your sink, right? You try and do this to your kitchen sink. You try and throw flour, 面粉, you try and throw flour into your mom's kitchen sink. She will beat your ass. Try that and see. You will jam your sink, and she has to call the plumber. Okay, and she will beat your ass, right? Anyway, so it must be liquid. It must be solution with low concentration, non-hazardous, 浓度低, not concentrated, right? Non-hazardous, that means not poisonous. Okay, that means what? That means anything neutral, which is pH 7, or just anything between pH 5 and pH 9. Basically, weak acid or weak alkaline. Do you guys remember what is your pH? Lower than 7 is acid, higher than 7 is alkaline. The lower, the stronger the acid, the higher, the stronger the alkaline. So 5 to 9 is 5 is weak acid, 9 is weak alkaline, like soap water, like vinegar, 醋跟肥皂水，它们是 weak acid, weak alkaline. So you can just easily throw them into the sink, no problem. Okay, so what you should not throw into the sink. This one you use backside thing, you also know. 用屁股想你都懂的. Right, like number 1, solid waste. Obviously, you don't throw solid into the sink, right? That's why your sink, your kitchen sink, I'm sure your house kitchen sink has that filter over there, right? You know the sink, and then there's a filter on top, right? So after you wash your dishes, there will be food on it. You have to take it out and throw it to the dustbin, right? So that's a solid waste lah. For obvious reason. Substance with pH lower than 5. Lower than 5 is strong acid. And then more than 9 is strong alkaline. So for obvious reason, you don't throw this thing into the sink lah, because it might corrode your pipe, and your pipe might just break. Okay, next, organic solvent. What is organic solvent? This is very interesting. Organic solvent is anything petroleum based. Petroleum based. You know what is petroleum based? That means, you know, petrol. Okay, what is petroleum based? You guys know what is paint thinner? Thinner 水 You know it's paint thinner. If your dad paints if you guys paint your house during Chinese New Year, I'm sure your dad will buy this thing one. Paint thinner. Thinner 水. This thing. Have you seen this before? Have you seen this before? Thinner 水. What is this for? Let's say you paint your house, you accidentally paint your window, or you paint some plastic. The paint cannot come out, okay? Cannot wipe with water, So you use this, You just use this, And this is a lot like acetone. You see acetone, you know it's acetone. Girls will know this. Acetone is your nail polish remover. If your mom paints a nail, right, or your sister, whoever, okay, or even you paint your nails, right? If you paint your nails and if you don't like the color, you use some kind of, that nail polish remover, the thing that is transparent, and then when you wipe it, you have that smell one. Okay, and then when it touches your skin, it has that cold feeling and it smells. So they are the same thing. They're the same thing because your nail polish is a type of paint. So you have to use these things. We call it organic solvent. Alcohol is organic solvent, right? So guys, these things can use to remove glue. Let's say you buy a bottle, you buy a water bottle, what's the most annoying thing? They put a price tag there, and then when you peel the price tag, after peeling, if you can peel it off, okay, if you peel it off, there's this stupid residue on it. You have to use your nail and scrape it off, and it's very hard to come out, right? Use acetone, use acetone, or you use paint thinner, or you use alcohol will do, right? But guys, this acetone is freaking strong. Please don't use this on plastic, because your plastic will melt. This acetone will melt plastic. So try to use alcohol first, right? If your water bottle is made from plastic, if you use acetone, your bottle will be ruined. No joke. All right. So these things, they smell, okay, and they all smell like petrol, right? Petrol or diesel, because they all come from the same. They come from 石油 from petroleum so they are organic solvent Okay, very smelly. Obviously, you can't throw them under the sink. Okay, can you pour paint thinner into your sink? I mean, yeah, you can, but you would be a very terrible person. You are polluting the environment. All right, next, chemical substance like acid. Told you that already lah. Grease. You know it's grease. Grease is like 动物油, animal fats. Like after you cook with lard, 猪油, lard, pork fat. Okay, char siu. When you cook the 燒肉 the fats will melt, right? If you pour this thing down the drain or you pour it down the sink it will stuck your pipe. Same goes to oil. Okay, same goes to oil. So I don't know your mom does this or not. Please don't, because many restaurants they do this. You know what they do? Okay, like let's say KFC or like KFC they don't do this but let's just say any fast food chain. After they fry their chicken or they fry French fries, whatever, they have a lot of oil, right? So some of those irresponsible people they will pour this oil down the drain, and when the oil goes to the longgang behind after a few days it's gonna smell like shit, because oil will be disintegrated by will be 分解 by bacteria. Okay, will be decomposed by bacteria, so your longgang will smell really bad. That's why you go to 杂饭, right? You guys got eat 杂饭 you eat 杂饭, right? Because 杂饭they fry chicken so if you go to behind the 杂饭 if the longgang smell like shit that means they pour oil down the drain. Please don't do that, because KFC and McDonald's they don't do that, right? Because it's against the law. It is against the law. So if you're caught by the government, they will summon you. So what do you do instead? They will put something called an oil trap. If you have a restaurant, you must put this thing there. This thing is called a grease trap, you see? So when you pour this one, you will pasang at your sink there. So when you pour oil down the drain, this thing will trap your oil, and your oil will be inside this box. You must install this, because if not, the behind longgang will smell like shit and you will attract cockroach and rats. This is a very bad thing to do. So if your mom, she uses a lot of oil, okay, she needs to pour it into a container. She needs to bring it to these restaurants so that they can recycle. Please don't pour it down the longgang. This is very bad practice. Okay, so obviously, and what is hydrogen peroxide? This thing is your, in Mandarin we call 双氧水. You know what is this? This is the thing you use to dye your hair. 染头发那个染发膏. So okay, when you dye your hair, you put the color and have you seen Have you dyed your hair before? Okay, maybe you guys haven't lah. Okay, so you pour some kind of white color fluid to that dye, and then you stir it, and you put it on your hair, right? The white color thing is your hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so some crazy YouTubers guys, please don't listen to stupid YouTubers Some stupid YouTubers they say you can use this to whiten your teeth. Please don't. Please don't. They will use a brush and then they wipe it on their teeth so that they can bleach their teeth so that their teeth will look whiter. This is a stupid thing to do. Okay, just go to the bloody dentist. They are called dentists for a reason. If everyone can do this and save money, then dentists no need open already, right? Please don't spoil your teeth like that. Please don't put bleach on your teeth, for God's sake. Anyway, toxic substance, okay, like mercury, okay, that means anything that can kill someone, please don't pour it down. Heavy metal, almost the same thing. Organic waste substance, organic waste substance is like waste substance from animal, like chicken shit lah, like whatever animal pee lah. What is carcass? Carcass is 尸体. Animal dead bodies, you cannot throw it down the sink, obviously, right? Radioactive waste, you learn this in Form 3. What is radioactive? Volatile substance, like alcohol, reactive substance like petrol, all these things. Guys, common sense, you know what not to throw in the sink, right? Because it feels wrong, right? If I ask you to throw all these things down the sink, you will say, sir, are you sure? It feels wrong though. Exactly. So then don't do it. Right? So these are general ways. These are general lab ways. So guys, are you guys okay? So far so good. Please don't fall asleep. Thank you. Every year, yes, good. Okay. Every year, my form 4 will say, wow, sir, can we skip this chapter? Unfortunately, I can't. Okay, we still have to learn. Okay, Sing Tong, are you okay? Sing Tong, are you okay? Do you, Sing Tong, you know, which friends do you know in DDC, in Engan? I'm sure in my, okay, because most of my students come to my class. You know, uh, Jia Jia. Oh, okay. Oh, you know 祖二 also Oh, wow, that two is like 学霸 in my class Jia Jia is like the ultimate 学霸 2 months before PT3, before Form 3 exam, she dropped everything already. Cause she's like 90多分了，还要补来做么she very pro. Zu also not bad. Zu also very good. Okay, they very active in my class. Especially Zu, she asks a lot of questions. So you guys are the same class, You guys are the same class, Wait, I think in Form 4 you guys are not in the same class already, right? Because I think they are going to. I think most likely Jia will go to pure science, right? Oh, okay. I mean, oh yeah, by the way, I have a question, guys. Why do you choose arts? Why do you choose arts? Is it because next time you have some, you want to become someone, you want to become something? Is it because like that? Because I have students telling me, oh sir, I'm taking accounts, because next time I want to go for ACCA. Next time I want to become an accountant. Okay, cool, right? And I don't know about you guys lah. Are you guys like that? What? Okay, let me put the question simpler, What do you want to become next time? Wow, big question, right? Wow, sir, don't know leh. still, still got 2 more years, right? I mean, along the way, I will give you advice lah if you need them, but uh, uh, just counseling, wow, cool, counseling, that means you want to go for psychology. Because usually if my student wants to go for counseling, mostly they'll go for psychology. Physio. But physio you need bio, right? Or I think you can go sports science lah if you're taking arts, because I have a student taking arts, and then she ended up taking sports science. Almost the same thing lah. Almost the same thing as sports science lah. Sports science and physio, they are almost very similar one. Not a bad career, not a bad choice. Okay, cool. So you might change your mind guys. You might change your mind So along the way, maybe you will change your mind and say you want to become something else. Okay, who knows? Right. Anyway, so these are general lab ways. Okay, let's talk about biological ways. Right. Okay, what is biological waste? 生物废料. This is mostly from hospital. Think of hospital. Right, guys? Hospital, they produce waste that normal people like us cannot handle. Right? You know rubbish, the laptop chair, the 垃圾车, the trash truck that comes to your house and collect your rubbish every day one. You cannot ask them to go to hospital and collect their waste one, because hospital waste is very specific, right? They are what we call biological waste, very sensitive waste that you cannot simply throw, right? Because you see, if let's say I work in the hospital, let's say I'm a surgeon, I cut off someone's cancer tumor, 肿瘤, I cut off the tumor, takkan I throw it into the rubbish truck? That would be very disgusting, isn't it? So that's why hospital waste, biological waste, we need special ways to treat them. And we have the SOP. I'm sure you guys hear this word hear until you want to vomit already. SOP, right? Actually, before COVID, SOP is the word that everyone is already using. SOP means standard operating procedure. That means what do you usually do, right? Everything has SOP. Like you want to apply for, let's say you want to get your driving license. That's an SOP. You need to go for the kuliah first. You need to go for the lecture first, and then you take your undang test. After your undang test, you have your L license. After your L license, then you go for your driving school, driving lesson for maybe 20 hours. After that, you take your driving test. After your driving test, you are in P license. Then that means you can drive now. That is the SOP, right? So in terms of biological waste, we have our SOP. So what are they? So we have 4 categories. Just now got 2, right? Now we have 4 now. So we have category A, B, C, D. Okay, so let's talk about category A. Okay, what is category A? Category A is your sharp equipment. Anything sharp is considered category A. Very easy to memorize. You see A is like an arrow, right? And can you see A is sharp? Can you see the head of A is like a knife, is like sharp? So A is sharp equipment. See, easy to memorize. Sharp equipment like what? Like syringe, like needle. What is scalpel? Scalpel is, when they do surgery, the knife is called scalpel. 手术的刀叫 scalpel. So needle. Okay, so how do you handle this? You need to place them in special container. Special container. And the container, right? Okay, the container, right? They look like this. Have you seen this before? Have you seen this before? I'm sure when you went to your school and take your COVID vaccine, wait, I think last year you guys took not just COVID, right? You guys took tetanus also, 破伤风, right? You guys did vaccination last year also, right? Because I think it was last year you guys took the COVID one. It was 2 doses. And then you have the tetanus one, the 破伤风 one. So when okay, after they inject you with the vaccine, they will throw your needle into this bin, right? This is the special container. Okay, and usually this special container, it's sealed, 封死了的, cannot open one. Why? Because they scared that you will open, you put your hands inside, you will kena the needle. Because every needle is considered as dirty. Every needle is dirty. Why? Because what if the previous person has HIV? The previous person has TB. 肺结核 is a lung disease. So you will get contamination. So that's why we throw everything into this bucket. Okay, we throw it into this bucket. This is a special container. And then it is not autoclave. Okay, let me explain this word. Let me explain this word. What is autoclave? Autoclave is sterilization. 高温消毒. Sterilize using high temperature. That means when I autoclave something, that means I heat something to 121 degrees. That means using steam. 用蒸汽去消毒。Okay, you might say, sir, why not 100 degrees enough, leh? Okay, if you go to a restaurant, you go to those Chinese restaurant, those seafood restaurant, those 海鲜饭店有叫菜吃饭 one, they will give you a plastic of hot water, then they put your teacup inside, right? Then your dad will roll the teacup around in the hot water to kill bacteria, right? For that case, 100 degrees is enough because your body can handle it, right? Because 100 degrees Celsius will kill 99.9% of bacteria, which is good enough. But in hospital, it's not good enough. Hospital need to make sure 100% die. That's why they use steam. 121 degrees, not only you kill the bacteria, you also kill the spore. You know what is spore? Spore is the 孢子. Bacteria, when they are in protection mode, you kill everything. 100% clean is autoclave. So in this case, we don't need to autoclave. Why? Because they don't want you to take it out and pour it out and heat it, because there's a risk that you will touch the needle. So this is as little contact as possible. So they just ask you to throw in a special container, put it there. You see, store in safe place before disposal. They just ask you to put it there. Don't care, leave it there, because usually there will be a special van that comes to your hospital and collect this yellow bucket from you. They will bring it to the factory and burn it. They will use high temperature and melt the needle. You don't need to touch anything. So no autoclave here. No autoclave. No need autoclave. 不用高温消毒哈，要你碰那个 needle 尽量不要碰到as little as possible. Okay, so this is your category A. Next, category B is your non-sharp solid, almost like your A solid, but it's non-sharp. The opposite of B. Sorry, opposite of A. Like glove law, tissue law, culture medium law. Culture medium is like the jelly you use on bacteria. Anything solid lah, anything solid. So this one we need to put it in a biohazard plastic bag. This one you need to autoclave. 这个要消毒，因为这个不会刺到你嘛。This one won't hurt you 嘛 ，not like needle 嘛。So this one you can autoclave. So what is a biohazard plastic bag? I show you, you should know one. Have you seen this before? Have you seen this before? If you have been taking your RTK COVID saliva test, there's a bag inside, right? I mean, do we still really care about COVID? Right? When's the last time you did the test? I mean, I did it a few weeks ago when I got COVID lah. So you spit your saliva and then you take the thing and stir, put it onto that plastic thing, and then it will show you 2 lines or 1 line. So 8 months Xuan Xuan, you got COVID before? You got COVID before? 8 months ago Wow, good for you. Oh, okay. I got my second time a few weeks ago. That's why I did this, right? Anyway, so after you did everything, you will throw everything into the bag. Okay, what does this logo mean? This logo means biohazard. That means it's something dangerous produced by living thing. 生化危机. Okay, like if you play zombie game, you will see this logo one. Because it could be a virus that caused a person to become zombie. So virus is like a biohazard lah. So that's why they put this logo. So this is a biohazard bag lor. So you see, when you did your COVID test is a non-sharp solid, isn't it? So your COVID test is actually a category B waste. So you put it in the bag lor. So supposedly you are supposed to autoclave one. But we don't care lah. We just throw it into the bin lah. We just throw it into the dustbin, the rubbish bin. We don't care. But in hospital, they have to autoclave. They have to autoclave. But we don't care. Okay, we don't care. Anyway, so C. Category C. C stands for carcass, as in 尸体 dead body. Right, dead body. You know, in Form 4, biology student, they will need to dissect frogs, right? They will need to dissect frogs, right? Okay, let's say now I am a vet. Let's say now I'm a vet. Okay, you know, in a vet hospital, you will have dead animals, right? Dead dogs, dead cats. So what do? So you see, dead bodies, they will produce liquid. 尸体的那个水, so it will smell, right? So how do you handle okay, even organs, right? Let's say I know this is disgusting. Let's say you are a hospital and you did abortion surgery. You know, it's abortion 堕胎 you took the baby out, right? So what do? You have to wrap them with absorbent material. That means things that can absorb water, like tissue paper. You have to package them well, put it in plastic bag, in your biohazard bag, and they need to be frozen. Because if you don't freeze them, they will start to rot and then they will smell. This is exactly like how we handle our dead body, right? Right? Okay, let's say now you're in a hospital and you died, they will put you into the morgue. Morgue is the 停尸间 lah. And inside there is like a big fridge. They will put your body inside there so that your body doesn't smell. Right? I mean, they don't freeze your body lah. What's next? Are they gonna defrost you? No. Right? But for these things, they need to freeze it because if not, they will smell. Okay, to sort of like it's like it's like you freeze your chicken meat so that they don't go bad lah. It's the same thing, right? You see, common sense. Okay, next D is your liquid. D is liquid like blood. This one you need to autoclave, right? And some case like blood you can directly pour them to the sink or toilet, right? Think of your period blood. If let's say as a girl, if you have period, right, you just take your blood, okay, okay, you shouldn't do that lah. But blood you can throw it into the sink or the toilet bowl, no problem. So B and D you need to autoclave. A and C no need. Just that C you need to frozen lah, because common sense lah. You don't want this thing to go bad. Okay, so will this thing ever come out? Yeah, objective or first exam law. Because first exam they only cover front 4 chapters. Guys, first exam usually I don't care one. I mean, you try not to fail lah, but you get A, it also doesn't mean anything. Wow, sir, first exam I got A. Hiya, they only ask you about rubbish, only ask you about fire extinguisher, they only ask you about CPR. How can you not get A? Right? So I don't care. First exam, usually I don't care. You want to draw picture there and fail your exam, please don't do that, okay? Because your parents will be very pissed off. But you want to do anything, I don't care one. So I want your final exam to be good because final exam, they don't include these things. This is like 3 marks for you. So final exam is not going to be this easy already. Okay, nothing much to say here. So this one biological ways, okay, we talked through this already lah. So for category B, you need to autoclave. Pretty much it. So accidents in laboratory. Okay, let me finish this. Okay, these common accidents, what can happen in the lab? You learned this in Form 1 already lah. You are cut by glass, splashed by acid alkali. You have small fire, things like that. What else? Residue. This is our main concern. Broken thermometer, guys. Broken thermometer is what we are concerning right now, guys. Hang on, I think I posted the wrong 5:20. Okay. Anyway, so our class is until 5:25. Oh, okay, shit. I think I posted the wrong Form 5 class. Okay, anyway, so let me finish this. So okay, when you break your thermometer, guys, when you break your thermometer, you know, inside thermometer is mercury, right? Okay, it's mercury, and this is what we call mercury spillage. And guys, mercury spillage, you cannot handle it yourself. You cannot handle it yourself. So what should you do? What should you do? I know you sound stupid. First thing you have to tell your teacher. Obviously. Okay? And please don't touch it with your hand. Guys, mercury can go through your skin and you will get mercury poisoning. If it's very serious poisoning, you can die. If it is slow mercury poisoning, you will slowly make yourself stupid. Right? Guys, do you know fish has a lot of mercury? That's why I tell my students don't eat fish. I know fish is very healthy. But nowadays, our ocean is so polluted. All fishes have microplastic and mercury inside. When you are eating fish from the ocean, you are eating plastic and you are eating mercury. Mercury will make you more and more stupid. You will get mercury poison in your brain. I know fish is very good. Okay, I love fish. So fish makes you know what's the funny thing? Fish makes you smart because of the fish oil. But because of the pollution of mercury, it also makes you stupid. So fish makes you smart and makes you stupid. I know it sounds funny, okay, but that's the way it is, right? So what do you do? Okay, if you have mercury spillage, what do? You have to sprinkle sulfur powder onto it. Okay, you put sulfur onto it because mercury is a liquid. Sulfur will turn them into solid, so that it's easier to handle. But you still cannot handle it yourself. After you sprinkle your sulfur powder, next you have to call the bomba. I know it sounds silly, but you have to call the bomba. Okay, you have to call the fire department because the fire department will come to you and they will clean the mercury away. Okay, I know it sounds like a wow, sir, need to so 夸张 meh, need to call bomba meh? Yes, you do because they know how to handle this thing. It's like if you have a snake at your house, if you have a big lizard in your house, you still have to call the bomba. You want to catch this yourself? No, you don't. Right? As stupid as it sounds, you have to call the bomba because they have the equipment to handle this mercury. You cannot handle this yourself. Okay, so this one I need you to pay attention to it because it's a special case. The rest you just tell your teacher lor. You spill your chemical, you break your glass, tell your teacher. She will do the rest. Okay. So I think that's all for today. Okay. I know it's a very boring lesson, guys. Okay. So this few lessons is gonna be a chit chat lesson lah, while I teach you stuff. So next week I'll go into fire extinguisher. And as for the exercise, if you have the time, you can go home and do it. If you don't want, it's fine. Right? Up to you. You want to do, don't want to do, it's up to you. So next week I will go into fire extinguisher and I will finish this chapter next week. You see, very 无聊 one. It really is. Okay, so if you have no question, can any of guys here have any question? If you don't, then I will stop here lah. So I will see you next week. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Okay, I will see you again next week, same time. Okay, so take care, guys. Have a good one. See you and bye bye.